Hey guys, Jeff here doing another thrift haul video. Got my stuff right back here. You can see. I'm gonna go through and show you all of this stuff. This one actually has a pretty fun story, similar to the other one in that I got all this for free. And the way that I got it for free, I know it's hard to believe, but it'll make sense in a minute. The way that I got it for free is that I started off at the thrift. Let me switch. I started off at the thrift looking for things. I'm gonna put this up here so I can just jump right in. Like normal, going through bins looking for things. Found a few things and was having kind of a ordinary day where I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to pay for everything like normal. But then, like sometimes happens, I found a t-shirt that was a really good t-shirt and someone offered to buy it, and it was, according to them, it was easily $100 t-shirt. Maybe it's worth more. I looked it up and I saw similar ones to it, and it was good, and he offered me $70 for it, and I sold it. So I basically haven't paid for anything yet. I'm at the thrift. I haven't paid for anything yet. I have a cart with some stuff in it, and I've made $70. So then I finish my hunt, and this is all the stuff that I come up with, and I go to pay, and it cost me $45. And so I'm up 25 bucks just setting this stuff on the table. I'm already up $25 profit. I mean, if you want to be extreme or whatever and say, oh, you spent $5 in gas or whatever, I'm still up 20 bucks already. And I got all this stuff to sell. So I'll get started. I'll just show you like I normally do right off the bat. Got a couple hats. This is a Dead & Company hat. Pretty great shape. 2016 strap back hat. And from what I can tell, it's worth in between $25 and $65. Kind of depends on what's on it. This has a really fun steely head on it, I think they're called. And I'm gonna try and I'm gonna list it for 65 bucks. And we'll see what happens. This is a Colorado Rockies, vintage Colorado Rockies. I gotta reshape it a little bit. You can see this little puffy or this little dip in it that can come out in reshaping it. But Colorado Rockies, new era, made in USA, vintage hat. And there's people asking about 20 bucks. So, I mean, I'd be happy to get 10 off of that. So that's pretty great already. I'm not gonna say I'm in the, with what's here on the table that I'm making more money, but I'm already in the profit. So all these numbers that I say as maybes are profit because I'm already 25 bucks up, right? So then we have a vintage Looney Tunes Christmas sweater, but it's vintage, it's in good shape, no like super duper stains or anything. Looks like it's from 1994, I want to say. A little bit hard to see, but 1994. So that'll go up on eBay, and I'll probably try to get at least 25 for that. $25. This is a t-shirt. It's just an ordinary t-shirt. It's a 3XL. I'll wash it. Looks like it needs a wash. The neck is a little bit stretched out, but I'll wash it, dry it, and I'll probably just put it in a resale bag, which I take bags over to a resale place, and they give me like $1, $2, $3, $5, depending on what it is that they're buying from me. And so that will probably just go over there, and I'll get a couple bucks for it. So it'll just go along with other stuff. Generally speaking, I go over there and I get about between 50 to 100 bucks when I bring a bag over, I have bags down here, right down here, and I just usually fill those up, and then I go bring them over and sell them, and get, ideally I get $50 a bag once I get over there, and those bags are just filled with kind of random stuff that I don't think will sell quickly on eBay. For instance, this is another thing that's going to go over there. It's a modern Metallica t-shirt, not worth tons of money. I mean, I could try to put it on eBay for like $10 and see if someone will buy it, and if so, that'd probably take forever to sell. So instead, I just add it into my pile, into my bags, and then bring it over. And when my bags are full, I bring it over and I collect between $50 and $100 almost every single time at a resale place. Next, we have a Tommy Hilfiger hooded windbreaker. Great shape, no stains or anything. A lot of times on these bright colors, there's stains somewhere. This is in great shape. This I might try on eBay for say $20, but it could be that it also goes into the resale bag, fills my bag up quick, go get a quick $50, $100. Again, Carhartts, cargo pants. These will probably go on eBay. I'll probably try and get $20 for those. And then almost every pair of good looking Levi's is worth at least $20. This is a bigger size, but it's modern, and modern Levi's, you try to go to the store, buy them new, they're gonna cost you a decent amount of money, so people want to scoop them up on eBay for $20. Those will probably list for 30 and see if someone will give me 20 for them. This was a brand I never heard of. I just grabbed it because it has cool pockets all over it. I think it's called Street something. Oh no, Smoke Rise is the brand. I don't know. They're kind of what some people are wearing now, so that might make its way into the bags and just go over and be part of a quick money grab. This one I might wear. I don't know. I think it's kind of fun. It's a little bit big, but I'm actually getting low on t-shirts right now, so I might wear that one. If not, it'll probably go and get sold across the way. Have a Wrangler. Not vintage, but it's a pearl snap. Decent pattern. Great shape. It'll probably bring $15 to $25. Kind of just depends. But it's clean and crisp and easy to list. And people like Wrangler right now, it seems like. I remember when I was younger, Wrangler meant you were poor. Which is kind of silly. This is an Abercrombie long sleeve shirt. Lucas is low on long sleeve shirts, so I got him that. Basically for free. Clothes for my kids for free, pretty much. I also have 2 pairs of these Fox Racing motorcycle pants. I can't read normally right here. The other ones say 360 right here, so this one looks like it says something else. Not 360, but anyways, I'm gonna call that $20. I'm gonna try for more, but I think it should be at least 20. And these ones are built a little bit better than those other ones, so I'll try for even more on these. Probably list them for 60. No holes or anything. Probably list those for 60 and hope to get 40. So just out of those pants, sounds like I'm hoping to make $50. So everything I've shown so far, remember, it's all in the profit. As soon as I sell it, it's all profit. Here's another sweater, or here's a sweater. This probably will go into the resale bags down here to go across the river. Just because sweaters are, it's got to be pretty special to go on eBay. The sweaters, it's cold right now, so they're selling sweaters over there. This is a hoodie, and I guess it's Welcome Skateboards. I had never heard of it before, but it feels really well made. and I saw the embroidery, and then I looked it up, and this goes for between $25 and $50 depending on the color and stuff. So that'll be one of the ones I list on eBay. There's another sweater to go in the bag and go over to the resale stores. Just a vintage vintage sweatshirt, made in USA tag there. A brand I don't recognize, I don't think I've ever seen it, but it's in good shape, no stains or anything. So that'll go across the way. And my bags down here are almost full from other things that come in the same way and then go into the bags. I think last week I only went over once last week. Week before I went over a few times, but last week I made over $100 on my just one trip. So having two bags again is pretty nice to be ready to go Monday or Tuesday. This last piece of clothing is kind of a weird one in that it's really rare. It's a Hewey Lewis and the News, like workout type sleeveless shirt. I want a new drug on the back. Hewey Lewis and the News tour, like sweatshirt, sleeveless sweatshirt, because it's thicker material. It's got the very vintage tour tag, made in USA, small. I was talking to some people in the Thrift, and they're like saying, oh, I would sell that for $15 and just get rid of it. But it's one of the things, I looked it up on eBay, and there's only one other thing listed on eBay like it, but it's hooded, and they have theirs listed for $180. Now, I doubt that they'll get $180, and if I list mine for $180, I would doubt that I would get $180. But this is the kind of thing that, being as rare as it is, and just being something you don't see all that often, I'm gonna put it on eBay and I'm gonna list it for a lot. But then I'm gonna hope someone sends me an offer, and I make more than the $15 that someone thinks it's worth, having just seen it, the day that I find it. It just feels like something. Like, I don't know, like a movie person needs it for wardrobe or something, or some person that just, thinks it's cool and is like, I want to rock that, is willing to pay decent money for it. And so it's just kind of like a fingers crossed sort of situation. Some things are like that, and it works out good sometimes. Sometimes you just sit on it and no one really wants it, and other times it actually sells for a fair amount of money. I had, in a past video, I had a shredded up, I think it was Metallica t-shirt, and if I remember right, someone offered me like, I don't know, $40 for it or something, and I thought, oh, I'm gonna try for more for this, even though it was practically falling apart. It wasn't falling apart, it just had a lot of holes in it. It was still solid, but somebody bought it, and if I remember right, they bought it for $60. So just holding off for just like a week or so, I ended up making $20 more than I might have made selling it in the Thrift, which is similar to the way I started this video. I sold a t-shirt, I'm in the profit. Had I held on to that t-shirt, I might have made more money with it, and sometimes that's what I do. This time I used it to pay for the whole cart before I even got out of the store. I am going to get started on this other stuff, but first I'm going to grab this thing that I found that you just never see out in the wild, and show you it. I didn't find it during this cart. I found it a couple days before this cart, but it's fun to show something, and I'm also going to go sell it. So I'm just going to show it and catalog it on here. But it's this. I actually got this during the other free cart that the person helped me out with when we put our weight together and paid, and I traded him for a Star Wars ship. But it's this vintage ALS Super Nintendo cartridge holder, and it's got the inside, it's a little bit dusty in there, but At the inside, it slides nice. Normally, for Super Nintendo, it was branded and said Nintendo right here. I've seen a couple others, might have said Super Nintendo, I don't know, but I definitely saw another one that said Nintendo right here. But oftentimes it will say ALS, and it is the one that was being used, you know, to store your Super Nintendo cartridges in. This one actually had another branded ALS right on top of it. Another one that I think is maybe for the top, for just like sitting, so you can have some of your games to where you see them. I don't know exactly if that goes along with it. Maybe somebody knows out there, but they're both branded ALS. They both fit. I have cartridges. I popped them in there and made sure they fit, and that is what these are made for. So I just thought it'd be fun to show that. And then next I'll bring the camera down here and show you these guys. So this time I dumped the toys that I normally have in bags. I dumped them out just so that it didn't have to make that super loud noise when I do dump it out. I'll start with some of this stuff. This is just kind of a silly thing. My grandpa used to have a bag of teas just like this. It might have been the same brand, I don't know, but I just remember seeing a bag of teas laying around like that, like quite often. My grandpa taught me how to golf, and this reminded me of him, and so I bought it. I mean, I don't golf anymore. I keep meaning to get back into it, but I grabbed it just because it was nostalgic for me to see it and look at it, and I'll probably just leave it laying around and look at it every once in a while and think of my grandpa. Couple other things here. I mean, you can see there's a wide variety of stuff here, but I found an old Uno game. I don't know that it's old. No, it's got a barcode on it. So it's like it's made to look old, but I grabbed stuff like that for me and the kids. This was just silly looking to me and old, so I grabbed it. Got a couple Goosebumps books. I always grab these. I end up lotting them up later on. I pay 50 cents a book for kids' books, and so when I sell them in lots, like the last one I sold, I think was 36 books, and I think if I remember right, I got 45 bucks or something like that. And so that's basically what I do. I end up doubling my money on them, if not better, most of the time. And I think I have like 20 or so right now, so I'll probably wait until I have a few more and then try and sell them. I got this little Gremlins journal type thing. It's got Gizmo. It's hard to see on there, but Gizmo on the back and stripe on the front, something along those lines. This is pretty cool. I got this piece. I guess it's an old Voltron piece. I looked it up. Looks to me like that would be where it clips to somewhere. So maybe it's an arm for the old vehicle Voltron. I don't know exactly, but I'm seeing them sell for between $25 and $45 just for that little piece right there. And mine's in really good shape compared to some of the ones I've already seen sold. Oh, this little guy slid out. Looks like it slides right back in. No worries. Then we got, I'll show these things and then I'll end on the parts. Got a little John Hammond Jurassic Park figure in the packaging. I think someone actually gave that to me at the thrift. They said it was worth 20 bucks. I'll probably sell it on Whatnot for like $5 to $10. I got a Goku Ultra Instinct Funko Pop. Lucas wants that guy, so Lucas will probably put that on his shelf. Both my kids have shelves like this, similar. They just have stuff decked out, little collections and all the things they like on their shelves. Back here is a 60s, maybe 70s big-eyed puppy dog lithograph, I think it is. I looked it up. It's from some artist that did a whole bunch of these. It just has a super fun look. I probably will put that on my wall somewhere. I don't know, maybe it'll go on this wall. I just thought it was cool looking, so I grabbed it. Weighs next to nothing, cost me almost nothing, on top of the fact that all of this is free and already paid for. This guy I got, it's electric, weighs hardly anything, so it cost me next to nothing. But from looking them up, they are a popular brand. This Department 56 is pretty popular, and they go for $35 to $45. Just a little candy dish slash house and flowers that lights up. It's cute. I opened it up. It's all in there, in good shape. So that's some of the stuff that's that you can kind of see is solid. This is another figure. It'll go into the boxes of figures that are over here and over here, and it'll get sorted, and I don't know, probably bring in a couple bucks. Same thing with this guy, a couple bucks. This Donkey Kong will probably go on the shelf somewhere, get looked at for a little while, and then try to get a couple bucks off of it again later. And then last, I'll just show you the pile here, because it's got things in it that are definitely $5, $10 bills. This will go into a collection that we have. Tula likes those. This one's pretty fun, old Star Wars. That'll go into my old Star Wars collection. Very fun. Decals are in okay shape. And then the rest of this stuff is parts and pieces for Marvel and DC, I think I was looking up. Not the rest of it, but a lot of it. I got more of those to go into the pile. But a lot of these are just parts and pieces to action figures that people will want to buy to complete their figures. I got a Spidey, got some cars that I end up modding up with others. These little guys do all right. Little Lego Duplos. I got a bunch of PJ Masks in here too. But all in all, this pile, had I paid for this, you know, the normal, say $50 into whatever amount of money, this pile by itself would have paid for everything. There's over $50 in money right there. And then the rest would be profit. But like I said in the beginning, this is all profit. Once every bit of this sells, every bit of this is profit, because it's all already paid for from having sold a t-shirt that I didn't even pay for. That's one of the fun things about doing that, is oftentimes you just sell it to someone right there and you didn't even leave the store. It's pretty fun when that happens. I mean, it's not like it happens a ton, but it happens, and it's fun when it does. That's the video for this thrift haul. I don't know if I'm gonna say free into $300, because I think there's at least $300 there, but I'll figure out what I'll say. Oh, I did want to mention, I probably should have mentioned it at the beginning, but I figured out how to link my store, my eBay store, to, you know, put the link in the description stuff. I figured out how to do that. Wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. So now all of my videos have link in the description. So if you see anything on here that you want to buy, look on my eBay store. If it's not on my eBay store yet, you can message me. You can leave a comment if you want, and saying you're interested in something. And if I have it still, I will get it listed so that you can buy it. I think that's kind of exciting, being able to have a back and forth, if need be, for me to get something that's somebody can appreciate, like the stuff that I appreciate, get it on its way to them. So anyways, I appreciate you for watching. Subscribe if you're interested in this kind of stuff, so you can see the next fun stuff that I find. Thanks guys, take care.